The singing of the American and Ukrainian national anthems marked the beginning of the Peace for Ukraine Vigil held at City Hall in Lynnwood, Washington on Thursday, March 31st. Mayor Christine Frizzell, one of the first speakers at the event, read aloud the city's In Solidarity with the People of Ukraine proclamation that was signed on February 28th this year. Executive Director of Refugees and Immigrants Northwest, Van Dinkuno, also spoke at Thursday's event and emphasized the importance of welcoming Ukrainian refugees into the community.
In the last 2 weeks, we have over 50 people already arrived here. The children already signed up with Edmonds School District. So please open your arms and your heart and support our Ukrainian people. Thank you.
Image Church pastors John and Vita Petrus briefly shared their stories about coming to the States from Ukraine and spoke about the people in need who are still there.
So we're so genuinely touched, moved, and we're so blessed to see all of you joining us tonight as we are sharing just a bit of stories. Personal.
Following their remarks, Image Church members Margarita Filamonchuk and Victoria Katarin, who were both born in Ukraine, shared stories about their family members who are still living in the country and the struggles they're presently facing.
Because they didn't have gas and electricity, neighbors would take turns cooking outside because it was so unsafe.
I have aunties and uncles, and a lot of my cousins still live there. They're closer to the Polish-Ukrainian border, so fortunately they don't get as much of the shelling and bombing. They do still experience some of that, so it has been very scary for them. Some of them have left and fled to countries like Latvia and Poland, and a lot of them just chose to stay and make it their life's mission, really, to help those that are in the hot spots like Kiev and Donbass and other cities that are just, a lot of them are surrounded by Russian military already. It's inspiring to me being here on the other side and feeling so blessed and spoiled to be here, safe and sound, and have food and family to come home to.
After candles had been distributed and lit, Pastor John Petrus led community members in prayer.
We pray for those that are hoping and believing that this war will be over.
Pastor Petrus later shared with the Lynnwood Times the importance of listening to stories like the ones that were shared during the vigil.
Politics only exists maybe in the chambers of the city halls, or maybe before the election or whatnot, or if people are truly partisans. But in reality, life is about a personal story. It's about people, despite the background, whether it's ethnic or cultural or racial background. The fact that we have the heart to hear someone else's story, experience, it goes beyond politics. It goes beyond beautiful words on the pages of newspaper or on TV. I just want to encourage people to never zoom in on politics. As a member of Ukrainian community, I don't wish anything bad for Russia. People are people in Russia, and it's not, most of them, I hope, they don't want a war. So it's about connecting and helping people. That's all I can say.
To read the full story about the Peace for Ukraine Vigil, visit LynnwoodTimes.com.